was a long day at work.
Well, let's talk about van life and a 9 to 5. So we gotta find a place to sit and chat about this.
Yeah.
Walk engaged. Okay, that's better.
Location, Papa Squat bound.
Yes. So we're talking about van life 9 to 5. Whether you are looking into getting into van life, whether you just got offered a killer job and you don't want to give up your van, or you want to save money.
So first of all, not much changed between living in the apartment and living in the van. It's pretty much exactly the same. The only difference is I worked out with my boss that I can be remote 1 week out of the month so that we can travel in our van.
Mm-hmm. The biggest difference for working a 9 to 5 and actually living van life is just simply the fact of like after you go home. So after you're done working, for us it's okay, where are we gonna cook dinner? What park are we gonna go to? That's added a lot of freedom within our daily routine.
It definitely has let us explore our hometown a little better. Mm-hmm. And it's also been like, okay, well, what's going on in town today? What do we want to do? What kind of Fort Collins events do we want to attend? During the summer, there's a food truck rally at City Park every Tuesday. So we've been going to that a lot. It's live music, it's food, or we decide to go on a hike, or if it's a little later in the day and there isn't time for a hike. I mean, yesterday we just hung out at a park and cooked dinner and then walked around the park for an hour.
I think that really makes the difference because you're deciding to do van life for one reason or another. And for us, it was because we wanted to explore more. Running around the town and still exploring the town qualifies, or at least it does for me.
Yeah. Also, I wanted to let you know that Kodiak wanted me to wear my work clothes for this, and I said no because wearing your work clothes outside of work sucks.
So a total side note, as we're walking, we're vlogging now on the Osmo Action. Let us know what you think. Is it weird? It's an action camera, so I'm sure it's a little fish-eyed, but the rock steady on it was amazing, so hopefully now we won't have very jittery shots. Okay, back into the content.
Having a 9 to 5 job is really helpful when living in van life because you have a bathroom to go to Monday through Friday. So you don't have to find a bathroom when you wake up in the morning because you're already going to work. That's really nice.
Yeah, and it makes your morning commutes that much easier because instead of living across town or living in a place that you can afford, which might be 45 minutes away from your job, you park up the street and it's a 5-minute drive after you get ready in the morning.
And of course we don't always park in the exact same spot. So sometimes my commute is 5 minutes, sometimes my commute is 25 minutes.
And talk about an extreme motivator to get up, get dressed, and get ready is having to pee the entire time.
It's true.
Yeah.
Sometimes too much motivation. You get there and you're like, oh, well, I didn't do my makeup, but I didn't have time.
But on top of that, guess what? Your house is right outside.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's true.
Think about your furry friends. Are you going to have a pet? Are you going to have an iguana? Are you going to have a cat?
Well, I mean, you can't leave your pet all day alone in the van, especially if it's hot outside. You may have a special work situation. For the majority of people, your work isn't going to let you have a pet.
That spiral. For us in particular, Alesha works a 9 to 5 job and I don't. So I can work in whatever coffee shop. Luckily, I've already found a coffee shop that is very, very, very pet friendly. Takes Sage in with me. Really allows for us to actually live this life in a 9 to 5. So now what everybody actually worries about when you're thinking about changing your lifestyle so drastically is, where are you sleeping? Where are you eating? Normal van life, sleeping isn't a problem because you're never in the same place long enough to get caught. Working a 9 to 5, that's clearly not the case. You have to go back to the same place. For us, it's not that hard to find parking. So many places to sleep in our town, it's actually kind of a moot point for us. Basically just find a couple apartment complexes and rotate through them.
I mean, you can always sleep on private property if you have a friend who's willing to let you sleep on their property, or parents, or your grandparents. Like, There's always options of places to park your vehicle. Make sure that it's legal.
But van life has been a illegal movement, so yeah.
What we mean is you're not technically supposed to live in your van. Not that illegal people live in their van.
It's true.
Or that they do drugs in their van. That's not what we're talking about. So the next thing we want to talk about is eating in your van. With a 9-to-5, you can literally go out and make lunch for yourself. There's new things that you have to take into consideration, but for the most part, it's kind of more convenient.
It really is, because instead of saying, oh my gosh, I made it all the way home, my 30-minute drive home through traffic, now I need pasta. You step out of work, you step into your home, and you say, oh, I need pasta. Well, that's a 2-minute drive away. I'll just go get pasta.
Yeah.
It really, really does, or at least for us, condone a healthier lifestyle just by the food choices that we've made. On a side note, we have eaten out more than when we lived in an apartment. I think that really just boils down to is we have money now.
All right, so let's talk about if you don't want your coworkers to know you are living in a van. Most parking lots have a place where you can park far away that nobody likes to park. Let's be honest, you're living in a van, so you're probably being more active anyway, so just go park over there.
So let's talk about hygiene, because that's a big thing, especially with not wanting your coworker or your boss to find out. Well, I wouldn't. Working a 9-to-5, you're gonna have enough money for a gym membership. I highly, highly suggest you do that. You get a gym membership that has a shower, multiple locations across the states. This probably isn't the first van life video you're watching, so you know that. Just go to the gym 2-3 times a week. We shower twice a week.
3 times.
3 times a week-ish. No one complains.
Like if the week is really stressful or hectic at work, sometimes you just don't have the energy to go and work out at the gym. So you just take a shower, or you don't end up taking a shower and then you're like, oh my gosh, my hair looks terrible.
Hygiene, not an issue. Not wanting your coworkers to find out, also not an issue. Depending on what type of situation you are and where you're working, your coworkers might already know because you're probably chatting with them about it anyways.
Yeah.
And if you're this far into deciding that you're gonna do it, well, you probably are. You're probably gonna do it.
You may even have your van already.
Yeah.
And at that point, you just gotta take the plunge.
So, final remarks for someone that's planning on doing a 9-to-5 with van life.
Not much has changed the 9-to-5. For the most part, it's pretty much the same. And I have Kodiak to take care of the dog during my day, so it's the same.
Really is. You have a 9-to-5 and it's just something that you're not willing to give up, but you really want to try this lifestyle. I don't think it should hold you back. A, it's doable because we're doing it. I scoured YouTube when we were going through, because ironically, I was the one that was going to have a 9-to-5.
You definitely can do it too.
Yep.
Anyway, that's the whole point.
All right. If you watched to the end, thank you very much. Hit that like button, comment, do something. Let us know you're liking this. Let us know you're hating this. We're going to try to release every Friday. Ironically, it's Wednesday, which means I have a day to edit. Woo! We're going to try to not be so last minute.
Stay for our bloopers, because I'm sure we'll have a couple.
Bloopers.
And we'll always do bloopers.
Okay, we'll always do bloopers, apparently, according to now. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Laters.
That means you can literally make...
Find out. We will find out. No! 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 Hygiene.
Take 3.
Take 4, 5, 10, I don't know. Always bloopers.
Always bloopers.
Bloopers always.
Starting it on the second
Always.
video.
Always bloopers.